Lewis County's tree farm of the year is the Coal Creek Tree Farm. Beautiful place, and it's actually located right over the hill from where we are tonight, and appropriately named. It's on the Coal Creek drainage. So it's owned by Sam Madsen and family, and this is a wonderful shot of them up on the tree farm, sitting on the porch of the little cabin they have there. From the left, there is Sam, Sharon, Emily, and Eric, and they're all with us tonight. So here we have a map, aerial photo and mapping of the tree farm. The large portion squared off there, that's the original purchase made by Sam in 2011. That was 468 acres, and so you can kind of orient yourself here of the location. At the bottom there, right above where Google Earth, the straight line there, and then swings out to the bottom of the photo, that is Coal Creek Road. So the entrance to Coal Creek Tree Farm is off Coal Creek Road there. So this map, as you can see, the blue or blue-green kind of color, that is Sam's rock road system that he has developed, and this has been built entirely since he bought the property. It had almost no road system in this place when he bought it. So original purchase, 468 acres. And the top photo there, that's pretty typical of what this place looked like at that point. So largely about 400 acres of it was young Douglas fir, kind of age range 17 to maybe 24, somewhere in there. First thing he did was engage Dave Roberts to design this road system all through it. And Dave engineered that road system, and Reggie Hamilton moved in and built that road system according to Dave's plan. And so in 2011 and 12, Sam engaged Tree Management Plus to come in and thin, pre-commercially thin, the younger of those Douglas fir stands, the stuff more towards the 17-year-old range. So they did about 250 acres of that work, and then there was and the stuff that was a little older, up towards 24, they did a commercial thin, cut to length thinning of about 100 acres of that at that point. So 2012 was a significant year for the tree farm for a couple of reasons. One is it became certified under the American Tree Farm System, and the second was that Sam got a little surprise in 2012. He got a phone call from the Department of the Interior Surface Mining Division telling him he had a couple of underground coal mines on his property. That's the bad news. The good news was they also told him that they had mapping of that, and they had a program, a free government program to come in and seal off those old mine tunnels and render them safe to the public. And so we lucked out on that deal. It was a little surprise, though. The bridge on the right there, that's a fish passage program that we're going to talk a little more about, but take a look at that. That's a free bridge. It was installed on the tree farm under the Family Fish Passage Program, I think it is. Okay. And we'll talk more about that. All righty. So we just talked about the bridge. The lower photo, that was another fish stream crossing. This one Sam foot the bill for, and this was an old puncheon crossing across a swampy drainage, and obviously a fish barrier. So that's Sam's remedy to that one. And the significance of the top photo, so that is Sam testifying on our behalf to a group called together by the governor to discuss how Washington State is doing in its salmon recovery program, and specifically how the Family Forest Fish Passage Program is contributing to that. So thank you, Sam, for your testimony on our behalf. So moving on in time here, when that original thinning was done in 2011, the pre-commercial thinning, there was about 3 different areas that were identified for probably a total of about 20 acres that were beyond help, basically. Sam at that point applied for NRCS funding and went in and scraped these things down to ground zero and rehabbed them and started all over. So, so the center photo, that's 2016 time frame. He has developed a little picnic area and gathering spot in the center of the tree farm, and in 2016 it hosted a wedding. So the story behind this is, and I think Mrs. Hamilton is here. Oh, we got the whole picture here. Okay, and we also have some more pictures back there. So Reggie's daughter was with him when the initial roads were built up there in 2011 or so, and she thought, wow, man, this is a cool place. I'd love to be married in a forest. Well, years later, guess what? Okay, so that's the wedding right there, and there's more pictures back there. And you folks will get an opportunity to see this spot this summer, because Sam is hosting our picnic this year in that very spot. And the photo on the left, that's Sam planting some western hemlock. Some bare spots along his road. It scraped off brush and there wasn't anything there. And so these are a wonderful, western hemlock is a wonderful choice for that kind of thing, because for one thing, the deer don't eat it, and it's pretty, and it's our state tree, and it will survive a little shading where Doug fir doesn't like that. So great choice, and they look pretty along the road. Alrighty, so the photo on the left, cabin that's been built on the tree farm right by that picnic area. Right in front of it, you can see one of those little rehab areas where it was all scraped down to ground zero and started all over again. Photo on the right is a great picture of what you see if you were in front of that cabin looking out over the Coal Creek Tree Farm. So the next big happening in the sequence here, 2020, Sam negotiated to buy the adjacent 160-acre parcel. This parcel which brought his total acreage to 628 acres. Now that parcel was about 115 acres of the same kind of thing you see here on Sam's place, only it had better care, and it's really nice young timber. Belongs to another one of our members, taking really good care of the timber there. So, and the rest of it, the balance of it being young, fresh plantings of harvested area. Okay, that brings us up to 2023. So here's Tree Management Plus is back on the property and doing more of this cut to length thinning. They thinned out those 250 acres that 10 years earlier they'd been there and pre-commercially thinned them. So they're back doing that, and plus some acreage, about 40 more on the newly acquired parcel next door. The top photo is just a great photo of the work that Sam and Reggie Hamilton have done to bring the roads up to a beautiful state there. And this is typical of this road system all through the property. I really like the lower picture because it's not only pretty, but you get a really good example here of what a lot of the forest there on his tree farm looks like. So you got young Douglas fir. It's had both a pre-commercial thinning and a commercial thinning. So Sam has put the next generation of the Madsen family and himself in excellent position for multiple management options. These trees are thinned out. The crowns are still large enough to grow, and maintain health and vigor. And so the options are wide open for the future. He could do the Weyerhaeuser model, cut them down at 37, can thin them again and carry them for as long as he likes. They're in a healthy, vigorous state, and leaves all the options open. This is this picture. I like it for two reasons. One is it has two generations of forest in it, and it has two generations of the Madsen family. I believe Emily's getting a little instruction on how to manage this tree over the balance of her life.